Welcome to Punish for Protecting live broadcast here on YouTube today. We're going to be showing you how we have prepared to arrest judges in this episode, and we're going to teach you. We're going to give you a sneak peek into our boot camp. Welcome and thank you for joining me today here on YouTube. I don't often go on YouTube, but today I figured I would start. I want to start getting over to YouTube more often because it's just easier for me when I go live here. I can just send these out to the different television stations that air Punish for Protecting. So today I'm having a very relaxed day. It is absolutely beautiful in New York, and I was able to go do some brisk walking today and just kind of hang out and relax a little bit, answering a lot of mail. And I want to be able to show everyone. So, go ahead and share this. I believe we can probably do, let's see if I have this turned on, where people can do some live chat. Let's see, I can turn this on for some live chat if you guys want to communicate with me. Let's see. Da, da, da. Okay, well, I don't know. I think we have it set where you guys can actually watch this and actually comment, hopefully. If not, I'll make sure that I get this stuff set up for the next time we do this, so that you guys can also interact with me while I go live. So anyway, hi everybody, and welcome to Punish for Protecting here live on YouTube. You can like, subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell so you don't miss any of these lives that I'll be doing. I will still continue to do stuff on Facebook and Twitter and here on YouTube, as well as the TV stations. So the one thing I want to show you that I think that you'll enjoy, and I know that I do, if you Google, you will find all the judges that have been arrested. Now, you know that we were the ones that actually started the global citizens arrest. It was actually a national citizens arrest, an arrest of judges. But the first thing that we did was to start just simply raising as much awareness as possible and arresting, meaning stopping the abuse by arresting and gaining as much attention. Arrest is something that, everyone, if you think of arrest, you think of thumbprints and handcuffs and guns and things like that. And yes, that's true. That is an arrest for criminal activity. And what we see is happening in this country is innocent people get arrested and criminals run free. Criminals get plea bargains. Innocent people plea down things that they didn't do, just so they can keep bringing in and generating money, or so they can keep investigations going, and so on and so forth, because this is what brings in money. This is a money maker. Everything that we see in our judicial system is simply geared to rob the American people of their money and their children and their lives and their livelihood. And so we're bringing this out. So when we do citizens arrest, and it actually took off and it became like a global thing, arresting, what we did is we arrested the economy, okay? And we arrested by, not making purchases on January 3rd. And now it's picking up and people are doing this on different days as well. But now we have upped our game and we've increased it to arresting actually arresting judges. So if you Google, you'll actually see, let me see if I can if you Google, you can actually see all over. It's so simple to do. Just simply Google and you'll see all the judges that have been arrested since January 3rd. Previously, judges have been arrested too. But now there's other things happening. Like you have David Straight, who actually has had many judges arrested through the paperwork that he does. So in this case, what we're doing, and I'm going to show you, this is something that I worked on with another dear advocate friend of mine. And in this here, you're going to see a criminal affidavit, in which I sent out today to some people, a criminal affidavit. And in this criminal affidavit, or criminal complaint, rather, when it pops up here on the screen. We will share this in boot camp. Tonight, we're going to talk about this in boot camp class. And you can register for boot camp class simply by going to my website. There is a lot in the website. You're going to want to go through all the pages. So in the website, basically what you're going to do is go to punished the number 4 beingaparent.com, punished the number 4 beingaparent.com. And you're going to go to either the training section or you're going to go to the donations section. My classes are free. However, it does cost me money to have the service provided for the families and my time and others in time that are doing all kinds of things that we're doing to help families. So we do a suggested donation, which you'll see, or rather either a membership. No one is forced to pay anything. However, we do encourage you to put a donation, and it's minimal. It's $10 per week. So you can do that. If you can't afford that, you're welcome to come. People come all the time anyway, but that just helps us with our cost. Otherwise, everything comes out of me. Now, if you look here, you'll see United States District Court for the Northern District of New York. You can tweak this, and this is actually done on Google Docs. So when we give you these copies, you can do this. You can literally do this to suit you. In this particular case number, which we will be getting done as this is being filed, it says United States of America versus Anthony McGinty as the defendant. Now, this particular defendant is a family court judge in Ulster County, New York, Ulster County of Family Court. So this is prepared to go out now, and it's going to go out in that district because that's the district that's got quote unquote jurisdiction over him. Now, this is a verified criminal complaint, and you can see how we structured this. And we do work with attorneys. However, we do the work ourselves sui juris. Okay, now why is this not moving? Gotta love. Okay, I think I gotta click it here. So we, the complaintees in this case, state that the following are true to the best of our knowledge and belief on multiple dates in multiple cases described. Now, we have a few people that are a part of this, but any one of you that are having this problem, the same problem with Anthony McGinty of Ulster County of Family Court in Kingston, New York, we will happily and for free add you to this. And what we would suggest everyone does, and in class tonight, people will be receiving these templates and they can adjust it to suit their own judge, because we are pushing for, if you can see here, code section, Title 18, US Code 242. That is the arrest code. But then we cover a Title 18 US Code 241, Title 18 US Code 2381, Title 18. I've been working on this for a couple of years, guys. Couple years, okay? 2382, 2383, 285, 286, 371, 3509, 878. Let me see here, 878 and 880. So let's go back up and talk a little bit about this. Now we have several lawsuits out on him as it is right now. They're in pending action, and we're also going after child attorneys and other judges, not just this particular one. But I'm just showing you this one because this is the one that I'm a part of. And we have several already in this, but I have about 70 families that are already going to be placed onto this particular verified criminal complaint. But to excite you even more, let me just show you something. I thought you guys might want to see this. Let me show you this, and then we'll go back to the paperwork. And you guys are all welcome to get this for free, to come and take our classes. Like I said, please, we do really appreciate your donations. It keeps us going. It keeps me going. Everything comes out of my pocket, and this costs me money to do this. So I do really encourage you to help us out, and any amount will help. But you get this stuff for free. So this is a Birkenhead court judge arrested, and I'm not going to show the very beginning because it's not that long. It's about 5 minutes, but just to show you the main part, the part that you'll all want to see. Let's play this. It's kind of hard to hear, but you'll get the point. They should be able to rely upon them. There be no visitation by any of the wait for it. Oh. Any of these requirements or to undermine the public confidence Oh, I see you guys on here. Hi. Just watch it.
Cheers, mate. Good man. Just gone crazy.
He arrested the judge. Your police are acting unlawfully. You know what's going on? Are you the only one to that shot? The lawful arrest. When was your attestation, sir? People power. They believe you do something wrong. They're fighting these court orders. It's all wrong. They must believe you've done something wrong. Well, the version, no. There's been nothing wrong.
So the judge gets arrested by the people. The people go up in arms. People need to go up in arms. This needs to continue to happen everywhere, right? So hold on, let me just remove the sound. Okay, so that's a Birkenhead court judge, and he was in fact arrested. They restrained the man, but they released the man. I don't know who that man was. There's not much more on that, but there are other live video, or there are other videos that you may want to watch by going through YouTube or going through Google. There's the district attorney that was arrested during a hearing. There's many judges that have been arrested for these treasonous acts that they are doing. So in chat, I did see some of your comments, and yes, this is for every state that we are willing to share with you guys. This is a national, Punish for Protecting is a national advocacy group. I'm a published author, and I host a TV show called Punish for Protecting. So absolutely. But you'll see here, there's federal judge arrested in Miami, a DJ, I'm sorry, no, that's not the one. A New Jersey municipal judge gets arrested for DWI. You know, this is them getting arrested for things outside of the quote unquote capacity. However, we want them arrested for what they're doing within these family courts or these circuit courts or even these criminal courts and traffic courts, because they are not following our laws. And here's the thing, is that they have been deceiving for a very, very long time. They have been deceiving the American people. So we try to keep it simple. We try to make this more simple for people to not just to understand, but also to be able to know how to do this. So here we've got everything done for you. We have a lot done for the families, paperwork already done that, that basically is going to help you. And we work together from across the country. We work together to get all these families the remedy and relief and protections that we all deserve and need. We have been deceived. That is very bad. We have gone into these fraudulent courts seeking help, and we've been lied to. We've been abused. We've been falsely accused. When there is real allegations, they don't do anything. They're not protecting our children. They're not protecting our families, our lives, our livelihoods, what we own. Okay, we need these things protected, and this is why we do this. So here's a verified criminal complaint, like I said, and here's some of the offenses. Now, I read you the codes, but here's what they basically mean so that you guys understand. If you don't know, some of you know this stuff. So the one that we always talk about, which is 18 U.S. Code 242, is deprivation of rights under color of law, which we'll talk about because it's really a non-law. And when you read about that, that actually goes into the fact where they're supposed to literally be hung, but we're going to be very happy with them being arrested, unless we have to go back to literally that, because they're still doing this tyranny, this treason to families. And it's, obviously wrong on every level. The lying that goes on. I mean, child attorneys, they just stand up and I have concerns for this parent. Well, what are the concerns? The parent is clean. The parent is a non-drug user. The parent doesn't have anything criminal on the record. The parent provides for the child. The parent, gives the child everything. The parent, whatever. But you don't have concerns for the other parent that is a drug dealer, a drug addict, an abuser, in and out of jail, on probation. They do these games. They do these disgusting, diabolical games. And it happens to normal, decent, wonderful families all the time. And that's you and I. And it has to be put a stop to. Now, there's so many factors to it, obviously, and if you don't know who I am and what I do, please watch and learn, because we teach you about how churches, who I'm Christian, are joining hands with this foster care industry and making it much more difficult to stop this abuse to families. And there is a time to adopt. There is a time, and there's loving families that do that, but this foster care is an abusive system, a highly abusive system, and it's a market of of stealing children and then selling them, and then they're being abused in the system. Okay, we have conspiracy against rights, treason, misprison of treason, rebellion or insurrection, taking or using papers relating to claims, conspiracy to defraud the government with respect to claims, conspiracy to commit offense to defraud United States. Okay, child victims and child witness rights. Because we'll give you an example. If these children get attorneys, now, first of all, they're forced attorneys. They're not chosen by the parents, which means, well, they're not wards of the state in many cases. They belong to the parents. Okay, even though they do when they're stolen, but they belong to the parents. Where are they forcing on an attorney? Why is there no choice? And it should be by the parents. Now you're violating my rights again. As a parent, you're violating my rights to choose. And then how do I protect my child? And then you got this attorney that blatantly lies about the child's wishes, but the child's not there. Now, if the child's going to have an attorney there, well, then it should be afforded the same rights as anybody else that has an attorney, where you need to be next to that attorney to hear and see what's going on. So these attorneys lie all the time about they lie all the time about what the child wishes, what the child needs. They ignore the abuse. They ostracize a good parent. All this stuff. Okay, all this horrible stuff that they do. All right, threats and extortion against official guests, receiving the proceeds of extortion. So these are just some of the what we've put inside this criminal complaint. And basically this says, in this case, and like I said, you guys can tweak it to suit and fit your needs. And of course, we will help you through the process. We're in class every evening online. So there's no excuse to not get in, Monday through Friday. And now, guys, we're going to be moving it to 8 p.m. Eastern time so that the West Coast can get in. And plus, we have many different instructors, and we're doing a lot of different things, not just this. We do a lot of different things, cutting edge, but it's really not cutting edge. It's literally our real laws that we have all been deceived by these bar attorneys that they tell you that judges have absolute immunity. And I'm not saying that they don't, but they don't. And you need to learn what the real truth is. And let's think about that for a moment. While these people sit in a robe as we're paying them and they're doing one criminal act after another, how can they possibly be immune from that? How ignorant have we gotten dumber? Are we dumbed it down as time has gone on? Or are we allowing us to be deceived and fooled and abused and put in bondage and oppression? We know that they don't make good decisions. That's why we have higher courts to overturn their decisions. But they must be held accountable for these decisions, because you're either really ignorant or you're really evil to make the decisions that they make. They're not making them on a good conscious decision. There's no way. National laws such as the Civil Rights Act and the American Disabilities Act and the Violence Against Women Act, or MEN, are designed to protect vulnerable persons throughout the individual states and territories of the United States. The state of New York receives federal funding for this and other purposes. Now, we know that, let's talk about the funding sources. You guys know that it's being abused highly and it's all being misappropriated and so on. In this particular case, defendant Anthony McGinty is the man who was employed by the state, acting as a judge at the family court of Ulster County, state of New York. Under color of law, Anthony McGinty, a man, has knowingly and willfully violated clearly established laws, as well as having discriminated against and having violated the civil and constitutional rights of many women. Now, I want you guys to hear this. This particular judge has a target against women and children. He has severed the rights of women and children that have no finding of unfitness, never any drug use of any kind, never been arrested, never had any issues, and then he arrests them and takes their children. We defend fathers and mothers. Punish for Protecting defends good fathers and good mothers. Okay. When I say good, what do I mean? Well, I mean good, exactly that. Okay. And we notice that neither side gets the protections or the remedies that they should get when there's something else going on. I'm not going to go through all of this, but I want you guys just to see what we're doing. This literally goes for, let's see how many pages. And we also have case law in here too and stuff like that. Although these courts are fake, but we have, it's really, really well written. It's really well done. And we want to be able to share this with you guys so you can use it against your judges, because it's our goal to abolish the system. I don't have another goal. I don't want to play games with these people. Abolish arrest. Abolish arrest, abolish arrest. There's no other answer. And we need to train our police and also have accountability over our police, that when there is really abuse to women or men or children, that it is handled in a criminal sense and not in one of these bogus family courts. These have to be literally put away. And there needs to be possibly a mediation process when parents want to work something out, or there are issues. There needs to be a mediation process, not this court stuff. This is ridiculous. And it's never been a court. It's never been held properly as a court. There is no due process. There are no evidence-based practices. It's all a circus act. The whole thing is a circus act. It's a bar membership circus act. That's what it is. That's what it is. I do believe I've shown everything here today that I wanted to show. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell below so that you can never miss a live. I'm going to be doing more hopefully on YouTube versus Facebook, but they will be shared to Facebook and Twitter. Thank you guys so much. And you guys have a great afternoon. Join us tonight at punished4beingaparent.com. punished4beingaparent.com. Matter of fact, I'll show that on the screen before I close. punished4beingaparent.com. And register for class. It's 5 nights a week.